Hello, friends. It's great to be back with you again. Let us see what Samartha Ramdas Swami has said in his 165th shloka. देहादिक प्रपंच हा चिंतियेला परी अंतरी लोभ निश्चित ठेला हरि चिंतने मुक्ति कांतावरावी सदा संगती सज्जनाची धरावी. There are constant thoughts of the bodily pleasures and living in this world with all sensual pleasures. Due to that, the greed arises in the heart. By contemplating on Hari's name, means God's name, we should make liberation our love too. We need to be always in the company of the saints. Samartha Ramdas Swami continues his focus on why we always need to be in the company of the saints. We are always engrossed by the bodily desires and sensual pleasures. The desires are never ending. The needs may vary based on where we are living, but desires are never ending. The basic ones are around my body, my work, my status, my wants. But it does not stop there. We live in a social world. We have our own immediate family, extended family, friends circle, work related colleagues, and so on. Based on how big or small our circle of influence in the world is, this entire little world of our own becomes my world, which is referred to here as the Prapancha by Samartha Ramdas Swami. Apart from our own desires, then we have the care for everyone in this circle of influence of our own. We are attached to them, and which is absolutely normal. But along with that attachment also comes the continuous thinking in our mind about everyone in this circle of their well being, what help they need, what our duties are towards them, what our and their desires are, and so on. Our entire life goes in thinking about satisfying our desires and satisfying the expectations all in this circle have from us. We live on the principle of log kya kahenge or jag kai manel, which basically means what will others say if I do certain things or don't do certain things. In short, we are always worried about and thinking about everyone in our circle. Beyond that circle, we may not be caring much unless it is something which is an issue impacting everyone, maybe in our city or state or country or religion or even world, like global warming. Even when we try to do meditation, all the thoughts will be revolving around ourselves and around everyone in this circle of influence of ours. With all these attachments also comes greed. We start looking for not just what we want to take care of ourselves and our dear ones, but want more than that, always. Take simple example of going out for lunch or dinner where there is a buffet available. Kind of eat everything you can in a fixed price. I'm sure majority of us take more than what we can eat in our plates because of the tendency of getting every penny worth of food back. At that time, most do not think of how much our stomach can process. Then there is a lot of wastage of food at the end and probably some stomach upsets later on. This thought process of greed, expecting more and more than what we need, keeps on growing internally in our minds all the time. Some may be able to control it very well, but most won't. Then, where is the time for thinking about God? Mostly during some festivals and on specific days allocated for specific gods, or some rituals performed at home. Sometimes, even because of the fear of what others will say if we do not do this. It may happen that even while doing the prayers, we are thinking of something else going on in our personal lives. Otherwise, we think of God when we are in trouble, or think that we are going to be in trouble, or when we want something from God either for us or for our loved ones. We may be offering something to God expecting something else in return. In some of the movies, we see our angry heroes talking with God about why he is not helping, where is he hiding, etc. What is really needed is a pure love towards God, just devotion, no expectations for this worldly life. We love our family and some others in our circle of influence, but even there, some kind of attachment, some kind of expectation is involved, which may be just to be loved back equally well, if not anything materialistic. We need to love God in order to achieve liberation, or rather, devote ourselves to God in order to make liberation our pure love. That should be in our thoughts. Liberation, release from the cycle of birth and death. Though it is true that we need to take care of ourselves and our loved ones and cannot ignore that as our duty. If done right, that also falls under the Karma Yoga and counts towards achieving spiritual merits, which will count towards achieving liberation. In order to have our mind focus on the pure love towards God and focus on liberation, we need to be in the company of the saintly people who already are practicing these. Friends, if you loved this explanation, feel free to provide your comments and do like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel A Dialogue with Our Mind. जय जय रघुवीर समर्थ।